So welcome everyone. Hope you had a great week. Tom, hey, I just saw your message. Welcome, welcome. Yes, definitely, man. Crypto, yes, everything is recorded. So all the sessions that I do, either for the general or for the members area, are recorded, and everyone has their own recordings. For the members area, the lives, the only thing that we do not record is our live day trading, because Tommy and others, they attend these, they feel like they want to record it. It's up to them. But anything that I do whenever I go live, even when I'm live trading in between sessions, everything is recorded, and you can find them in the war room. Let me give you the exact. It is the war room live or the war room recording, and the recordings of the midweek viewing the setups every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Friday we're going live, so every Wednesday, Thursday, Tuesday we're going live too, live trading. So every Wednesday, Thursday, these recordings, you can find them in the midweek webbies, where we update where we are in the charts and what's the sentiment and the possible setups that might play out, or what we were looking at that did play out. We entered position, we didn't enter a position. Just an update, and a lot of I explain a lot of the concept that we trade, and a lot of psychology. I focus a lot on the psychology of the trader, even in our midweek sessions. So what's happening with the market? Beautiful week the last week that happened, last week of the month actually, and it was one-way direction on all the market. We just need to look for your buys and on the DXY, or sell the majors. Basically, they gave some beautiful, amazing entries. What's happening for now? Well, we are at our indicated zone. What do I expect for the upcoming week? A retracement, a retest of this area. We have some news around. I think the lows and the highs might be formed around Tuesday or Wednesday for the upcoming week. If you look at the calendar, let me open the calendar. Yeah, there's nothing on till Tuesday, so I expect Tuesday, the lows would be around Tuesday, and let's see how far. Depends where we are, but I expect for the month of February, a bullish dollar. So a retest, continuation of the up move. If you go to the monthly, I would be looking around these areas. Or even something like this, around this. Yeah, so I'll be looking for more, but of course it doesn't go in a straight line. They have to create the lows and the highs, or the lows, manipulate them, grab liquidity, and continue. So I'm looking for a retracement. If you go lower time frames, that's 4 hour. These are already played out. Retracement towards these areas, fair value gap around this area on the daily or the weekly, then continuation of the up move. That would take us to the pound. Watching these areas, there is even on the weekly down here, monthly there's none around the weekly area. Would expect price to come all the way down here. My target, first target was this, second target is this. So on the pullback we might have a pullback to fill the fair value gap, then continuation of the down move. We might, right? So we'll be looking for more sells as we move on. Euro USD, it's a beautiful trade. Hopefully most of you took it, whoever trades that. I personally took it around these areas. It fit my my sell setup, this one, and then continuation of the down move towards my targets. What do we expect? We might have a retest and towards the monthly. This is clearer than the DXY, by the way. So hopefully we'll have this, so we might take another trade. For the invalidation of this, most important is for you to have the invalidation, right? So it's key to have invalidation of a move is break above these areas. Then I will turn to bullish euro and bearish USD. For the time being, I'm still bearish and bullish USD. USD CAD, same thing. I explained this last week, if I'm not mistaken, from where it was taken and what I'm looking at. So I'm looking the same thing, more up to come. Keep in mind it doesn't so we might have, this is fair value gap retesting today, this candle right here. And continuation of the up move. You have to create that kind of liquidity, right? It must, for any continuation. Aussie, more down to come. Same thing. Watch a retracement. So these lows were taken. Watch a retracement, and more down to come. Silver, I know a lot would be looking for buys. I will not be interested before these lows are taken out. And why not these lows down here? It is the fair value gap, so around 20 point something. It might shoot a bit lower. So any pullback would be looking for a short. Gold, the same thing. This or even these down here. Right? Take it step by step, pay yourself as you move on. These inner liquidities have been grabbed, so I expect a pullback. Invalidation is above here. Anything above here, this becomes our missing leg. Whoever been following us for a while, a missing leg is the indication of the market one-way direction. If this is broken, plenty to come. There's a concept behind it, of course. Oil, still bullish, said it last week. Updated it, the chart, said it before when we went live 2 weeks ago. Do not sell on any pullback. It's an opportunity for you to buy. So keep on looking for your buys until the market decides that it is the top or it is the bottom. It's not for you to decide that this is the top or the bottom. The market is bullish. That's why you have your stop. Take it. Let it go. Where's the top? Hit your target, pay yourself, and move your stop. Don't really want to know where's the top or where's the low. S&P 500, the indices, still looking to break these lows. We might have a pullback towards this area. Towards this area, and then a sell at the end of the week. But I'm still looking for this. Now you can go lower time frame and try to identify a buying point where you would, as an intraday trader, but I prefer for new traders to go with the weekly and the monthly. US 30, same thing. Liquidity has been grabbed. Most likely they will create, which they are already creating. If you go to the lower time frame, these are all accumulation phase. I'm still looking for the sell. It might go deeper. It might go. The pullback might extend, especially when you see something like this. You can see it on the 2 hour. If you turn
yeah, that almost looks complete.
not quite. I'm looking at it as this. This, we might have one more before this, and then a drop. That's what to complete this setup, unless, come on, clean, unless these two, not this one, sorry, whoops, there you go.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at.
Yeah, you see a straight towards these areas, then on any engulfing calendar or whatever your setup is, we start targeting these lows, and moving down. So these are the two options. Pay yourself as you move on.
What about for the S&P? Do you have a target on the downside, to the downside, by any chance?
No, I don't really care where it goes. So
The
trading it
money.
set.
We're looking for the money.
Yeah, I have a setup, sell setup. I will take it, hit my target, I get out. Downside, it can go all the
You,
way down,
you,
man.
you do have a buy setup right there. That
Uh,
leg right in the center there. We're at the 1-to-1 now, I think, or 127.
this,
Well, the current leg. Go
this, and
to,
this.
yeah, that one.
Yeah, yeah,
That one's still valid
yeah. It is. Yes, and
for
this.
now.
Mm-hmm. But
But
because
let it
of
break the
break of
top.
structure, that's the thing. It already broke structure, so that throws a lot of questions, especially on the weekly.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm waiting for that buy setup to break, and then I'm full bear. Just
Mm,
sell everything.
yeah, man. See, the weekly already broke. This one monthly still holding. See, this one, it looks complete. Manipulation, grabbed the up, came back down, induced sellers, came back up. We might sell back again, where it can be something like this on lower time frames and a sell. Crypto. From the weekly view, we might have a retest of this area. But I really see these areas will be grabbed. Especially this one right here. So we might have a pullback. We are at the fair value gap of this weekly, and it looks a completed structure on lower time frames. So it's not a financial advice, as you all know. It's just for education. I'll be looking personally. I'll be looking for my sell setups. We might have this, of course, retest of this. Now, invalidation of this sell bias is above this wick, 44 something. Closing, candle closing above this wick, not this candle, this wick. That would change my sentiment of the bearish side. But for the time being, would be looking for my sells towards first stop these areas. I gave an example last week, two scenarios where we might have something like this and continuation, or we might have accumulation around this area. When I start seeing price trading above these areas and closing above these areas, I will start putting buy setups scenarios. Even if we come back down towards these areas, we'll start looking for buy setups. For the time being, I'm interested with the sell. until the bias, the charts tell me something else. ETH, the same thing. Indicated this area for a while, I think for 2 weeks, for the pullback towards these areas and continuation of the down move. Still looking for the same thing. Invalidation is above this. XRP, the same thing. These are still valid targets. These are still valid targets. Invalidation is this area up there. Sorry about that. Dot, also the same thing. Nothing changed, either on the indices or the crypto side. We're just in accumulation phase. Yes, we might have this induce buyers, give them hope for more up to come, to a correction, fake reverse. So that's my view of the market. If you'd like me to check something for you, more than happy to go over it and give my point of view. If not, trade safe and enjoy what you're doing.